part of me, you know.
Right. In fact, when you get that, I have that compilation in there, The Dangerous Crew. Remember the first one from '80? And it's amazing how many people have just sort of come up since then, especially Forte. Are you surprised, like, how popular he's become? I mean, all over the country?
It's cool. Everywhere we went, he's like his singles blowing up.
The Bay Area, man. I mean, you go in the record stores around the country. I'm in Detroit, I'm in Chicago, and I'm seeing, like, Bay Area product thick. And I'm seeing signatures and autographs from brothers out here who went out there and promoted this stuff. So I'm like, you know, it's one up for the Bay, you know?
Yeah, because I often hear from people like guys in Detroit and that, and they're desperate to get, you know, here. Because they figure if they can hit here, they can hit any market.
People want to move out here. They really, it's people all over the country saying, why did you move out there? I'm trying to move out there. Yeah. You know, but it's cool, man. I give straight props to the Bay because we got our own thing, man. I see a lot of brothers in L.A., they swinging on New York dick majorly, trying to be hip-hoppers. Right. And it's a little bit of that going on out here.
They're Yo Kid and all that.
But I see plenty of people around the country swinging on Bay Area dick. I'm loving that. Yeah. You know, they own it.
Swinging.
And that's something I know.
Everything we ever did, they swinging on it. Yeah. I'm loving it.
So are you going to do another Dangerous Crew too? I remember before you were talking about it.
Right now.
I mean, you certainly got all the people.
We started on a Dangerous Crew album over in West Oakland.
Right.
And it ended up filtering off into the Get In Where You Fit In album. And, tracks went everywhere.
Right.
And we never put out the album called The Dangerous Crew. But our next project, Father Dime is already recorded, and we're going to do like some remixes just to bring it up to date because we wanted to get him out for 94, but you know how that goes. Yeah. So he will be out in 95, and we're going to like get in there and tighten up all the tracks and make sure it's a 95 album and not a 94 album. Right. And the first thing we'll do in the new studio in Atlanta is a Dangerous Crew album, which will feature Goldy, Banks, Father Dime, Too Short, and Shorty B and Pee Wee also doing vocals, and then we're gonna guest star some singers, maybe a male, female vocalist, and maybe some other rappers. We got a guy 8 years old named Baby D, fresh out of East Oakland. A lot of people probably know his daddy P.O. and he's like something that we didn't make. Here's this little guy who he's just sitting around freestyling at 8 years old about real things. I'm like, did he just say that? So, you know, it's only like natural that we put him in the studio, and we're going to debut him on the Dangerous Crew album as well as some other acts we have in mind. And that album should be a 95 album also. Yeah. Also, we're going to do even though Goldy's album is coming out, The Land of Funk, we're going to do another album on him right behind that, just like when I did Born to Mac and Life is Too Short. Right. Just, you know, the 1-2 back to back, just the introduction and then the confirmation that he is.
So then the order is Ant Banks album.
Well, me and Ant Banks, we're going to do our thing.
Okay.
We're going to do our thing. You don't worry about that.
And yours is coming out after Christmas, though, now, right? It's supposed to be with Spice One the same time, like actually this week, right?
Exactly. But it seemed like we were getting caught up in a traffic jam, and there was this big promotional program, this big promotional thing that's going on with this new album. It's called Cocktails. And I got some pictures. I should have brought them in.
What is that, Cocktails?
Cocktails is when you go to the bar and you get drinks.
Yeah, but what's the...
No, Cocktails, Too Short style. Cocktails, stories about getting pussy. That's all it is. It's actually Freaky Tales Part 3. That's Part 2.
Right.
And I hate to tell you, but some of the lyrics on that 12-inch that was so unpopular are on Cocktails. Some of the exact same lyrics. So it's...
Well, you did that with the last album, too. You had some lyrics. Yeah. Talk about recycling here.
And, you know, the promotions wasn't going right with the release date, so I backed up. His stuff was right on time. We were going to go out there and do it side by side, and as we promote it like we're doing now, we were going to just do it together. And, you know, we're still out here doing the promotions, but my album got pushed back. I'm kind of glad it did, with that Murder Was the Case out and Scarface out. And it's tough right now. I'm out here backing Goldy up all the way because we about to throw him in the pit with the dogs. Because, you know, have you seen the record shelf lately?
What do you mean?
In the record store. Have you seen the shelf lately where the tapes are, the rap tapes? Yeah. It's just...
Competition, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. I know, it's incredible. I mean, just Bay Area, because that's like my specialty, and they figure, like over at Leopold's and a few of the distributors, it's anywhere between 15 and 30 releases a week just from the Bay. I mean, it's incredible. Of all the new ones coming out, who do you think is good from the Bay Area?
Goldy. Goldy. There's a lot of people that like...
I like everything that come from E40 now. I like that. I'm getting with the...
Sally Sal, he's cool.
I'm getting with the Frisco brothers now. I'm like, Frisco, come on up, cause I've been waiting on y'all. I knew it was from Forte on down the line. I knew it was a gang of Frisco rappers. I'm like, where is it? So here they come now.
Yeah. I'm going to give you all a tape before you go, which is like a sampler of everything that's going on in the Bay.
Who you like out of the Bay, man?
Because you're still living here, Goldy, right?
Yeah, I'm back and forth. I go wherever women is, but let me see. Who I like? I just heard a tape just the other day. Damn, my boys from the from the West Side Underground. Let me see. S.N.O.P.
Yeah.
My West Oakland partners. I like them a lot. Yeah, Marcel and them. Them and a lot of the Vallejo Sound, Frisco. It's too much, man. See both hitting. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's
everything out here hitting.
I actually like the LuniTunes, even though I found out they dissing me. I actually like the flow.
Yeah.
I got the tape and it's cool.
It's good of you to say that.
Pooh, I didn't like Pooh's last one. But I did like the song he made about me. It was kind of funky.
I just the video you did. I mean, I feel bad for Pooh because I was just in court for him last week as a character witness, and I mean he's not too happy, obviously. And then like the video that you have out, I mean, just sort of continuation.
Yeah.
This is him.
Well, I can assure Pooh and everybody else that there will never be a Pooh-Man rap coming out of my mouth again. It was all something that he started after leaving the crew, and it was a friendly breakup, and it didn't have to go to that. And then as we retaliated, as rappers do, it's always just the rap thing. He started threatening of violence and stuff, and it's like, Pooh is cool, man. He says these things and he really doesn't mean them. So every time he sees us, it's like, what's up, man? It's cool. I'm mad at y'all, but it's cool and all this stuff. So it's like, nobody, not his album, not mine, we don't say nothing about him. We never will again. That's that.
Okay. Well, anyway, I want to thank you all very much for your time. Goldy, Amp Banks, and Too Short, the Dangerous Crew. Busy man. And just, for the future, a lot of people are saying this next album is your 9th album, right?
And 10 will be the last one.
Okay, because someone told me that it was like your contract is finished with Jive at number 9. That
10.
10.
10 will be the last one. That'll be 7 Jive albums.
And then what's for the future for you?
I can't say yet. There will be a large Too Short retirement ceremony. I can tell you that much. That's one of the goals I set for myself.
The Retiree Players Ball.
I wanted to be the first rapper to actually step up and say, had a wonderful career, thanks,
Yeah.
for everything.
Right.
Nobody ever did it. Everybody always just falls off.
Right.
And
But
if I can't step down, I don't know who can.
okay. What about the future for you, Amp Banks?
The Ant Banks record label. Just gonna feature a whole bunch of groups from everywhere. I don't care if Oakland, Atlanta, New York, L.A. Talent is everywhere, and we done been there. We've been in the backyards of Detroit, Chicago. Everybody can rap.
Everybody's got a story, man.
What about rap? The way you guys have come up with it through all the player hate and people saying it's just a fad. What do you think? You think rap is here for good and for all?
It's here for good, man. They said the same thing 10 years ago. It wouldn't be where it is now, and life keeps changing, man. People get more depressed and poor. As life changes, we're going to keep changing these raps, until life gets monotonous and life is the same thing every day. That's when rappers stop. But as long as things keep happening, niggas keep getting smoked, bras keep getting G'd, sucking niggas' dicks, we're going to keep talking about it as long as it go on.
I noticed one thing that no matter what you do, what corner you paint yourself in, we shot everybody up and we fucked all the bitches, but no matter where you end the line, somebody always draws a new one. And I even got a new angle that I'm coming on that I can't really tell because there's so many people that rap my style, and it really pisses me off. Something that angers me is all these rappers saying bitch. I'm like, Ice Cube did it on A Bitch Is a Bitch. That was the first person to ever do it outside of me and Freddie B. And then after that, I think AMG sampled it through his whole record, Ice Cube saying it. Then when Snoop picked it up, it's like he gave it to everybody in his crew. You can have it too. And then, when somebody blows up as large as Snoop, you always get 1,000 people who are going to bite the person who blew up. And it's just like now, it's a community commodity now, the bitch word. And it's like, I will be talking about that on the new album just to make those bitches who keep saying bitch feel like bitches, But, rap cannot be stopped for the fact that no matter where we play it out at, because I'm sick of hearing about people getting shot with a 9, but people like Spice One still keep coming with interesting stories, so you can't stop him. I heard the new Spice album. It's not out yet, but it'll be out any day now. Yeah. I like it, and it's like is violent, and I like it. It's like you think before you hear the album, you think, how can he say I'm gonna shoot you one more time? But he's doing it. Interesting stories to the beat. Scarface.
Yeah.
Nice album. You know, you say, how many ways can Too Short get his dick sucked? Maybe about 14 if you hear the new album.
So stay tuned for the new Too Short album, also for Goldy and, of course, Amp Banks and the whole Dangerous crew. And that's it, and we out.